Hello there, it's Deb again. I just wanted to show you guys real quickly, hopefully, my cucumber plants and what bacterial wilt looks like, because my cucumber plants were devastated by bacterial wilt, which is carried by the little cucumber beetle. And like overnight, my plants had been like inundated with cucumber beetles, and I wasn't prepared for it, and so that was totally my bad. But it's kind of hard to screen something this big. You know, I've got my plants going up the trellis, so I'll probably try to figure out something different next year. I do like the trellis idea. I think it is a good idea as far as keeping the food off of the ground and everything, but as far as being able to screen it or protect it from insects, I'm going to have to do something different. Either build some kind of screen type enclosure for it, or grow them differently, just like putting the livestock panel down horizontally and letting them grow up through, and then on top of the panel. I think maybe I might do that next year. So I just wanted to show you real quick. Hopefully I can get this in on one clip. I did make one other video, and it was 30 minutes long, and so I wanted to try to get something shorter. So make sure you check out the description box for more information, because I know that I'm going to miss some things, because I'm going to try to keep this under 11 minutes. So I just wanted to show you like the general characteristics of bacterial wilt. And it'll usually start in one or two leaves, and then it moves systemically through the stem and the vine, and it'll go on to affect the rest of the plant. And I've come through here and trimmed out most of the dead leaves throughout the growing season, but I just let them go lately because I'm getting ready to pull these out. But you can kind of see, hopefully it's kind of bright out here, but this is what it looks like at the end. You know, that's not what it looks like in the beginning. In the beginning, they just start wilting. I'm not sure if I can show you one that maybe. They'll just start wilting and looking sad, and it may or may not be discolored in the very beginning, you know. And the only reason that they are this alive and healthy, relatively speaking, is because I sprayed them several times with a homemade neem mixture, and I sprayed them pretty much every week with my compost spray, so that kept them more alive than they would have if I hadn't done anything, you know. So they did fare a little bit better, and the only reason I kept them up is because they did have cucumbers on them, and I actually got like 2 pounds of cucumbers during one harvest, and it made 4 pint jars of sliced dill pickles, you know. So it was okay, and that was basically the only reason I was keeping them up. You know, they were all infected, and so they would have all needed pulled rather than just taking 1 or 2 out. You know, I knew that they were all infected because they're so close to each other, and I was watching the cucumber beetles hop from plant to plant, you know, so it was like, you know, it didn't make sense just to pull out one, because I knew that they would all be infected. And so that's what I did, and I just kept spraying them, and I haven't sprayed in a few weeks, and they probably would look marginally better if I had, but I knew that I was going to have to pull them, so I just left them alone. And I've been coming out here and killing squash bugs and cucumber beetles wherever I see them, but basically I've just been babying them along in the beginning and leaving them alone as of a couple weeks now, so they didn't do too bad of a job on like half of my melons, you know. So I was able to salvage a few of them. This is the Rompicanto Zuccherino. They seem to be pretty resistant to bacterial wilt, and the honeydew are also kind of resistant to bacterial wilt. But the muskmelon is not really resistant at all. There might be a few varieties out there that are resistant to bacterial wilt, but for the most part, the bacterial wilt spread by the cucumber beetles, it mostly affects cucumbers and muskmelons. The honeydew are not so bad. I did have a couple here, and they were honeydew, and I had to pull them out, and so they were not resistant at all. But the rest of the honeydew, this is a swan lake and another swan lake, and I had a couple silver line here, and so they were somewhat resistant, but I guess watermelon is resistant, so if you want to grow watermelons, go for it. But, you know, I'll grow these again, but like I said, I'm going to have to do something different. I'm probably going to turn this into a bed that I can use as a hoop house. That bed back there can be used as a hoop house when the tomatoes and stuff aren't there. I can use it to extend the growing season and stuff, and that's what I'm going to do here anyways. I'm going to actually plant other things here, so this is all going to be pulled, and my cucumbers will be pulled, and then I'll put broccoli and cauliflower and cabbage and stuff like that in. But I just wanted to show you what to look for. You know, it's pretty devastating, and you definitely want to take preventative measures. That's about the only way you can stop this from happening, is just don't let the cucumber beetles get on there at all. So if you can, and if you're doing some kind of trellis like this, just try to incorporate some kind of screen enclosure or something, because I think that would be a lot easier than trying to throw insect netting over it and actually have it be effective, because it just gets totally out of hand. And so they need to either be growing horizontally on top of the livestock panel, or they need to have some kind of screening enclosure, and that just means, you know, just some kind of box frame, you know, that you can staple window screening to, and just totally screen it all in. And I think I might do that next year. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see, because I don't want to have anything that's so big and gangly that I can't store it, you know, so it would have to be collapsible and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see. I don't know. But I just wanted to show that to you, and I will go ahead and post more information down in the description box, and I will definitely post pictures somewhere in the video, either in the front or the back, of the cucumber beetles, so that you know exactly what to look out for, and keep them off your plants so that you don't have this happen to you. Alright guys, well, take it easy. Hope your garden's doing better than mine. See ya.